Hello everyone and welcome back to Valhalla. Now we've already done all of the reading for this one, so I guess we're going to go straight into it. So let's get into it. Where's my little... Oh, there's Neko. Okay, let's get right into the stuff and see... Oh, I went to the shop. Yep, that's what I wanted to do. I already bought what we wanted. Let's go straight to work, not to the shop. Okay, good evening. Oh, Jill, I melted firecrackers. Firecrackers? It's New Year's, right? We need some. Excuse me. Wouldn't firecrackers scare off the Yeah, good idea. Go ahead. I'll be back in a bit. Even for a cat lover, you sure get excited about firecrackers a whole lot more when dogs are involved. Don't be smug. I know how hypocritical it sounds, and I don't care. Ah, Jamie's here. Greetings, and you're gone. Anyway, let's start. That was fast. Time to mix drinks and change lives. Ah, that guy that wouldn't come back twice. Yeah, shut up. By any chance, did something fly over here 2 weeks ago? On Friday? Yes. There were lots of weird explosion noises throughout the night, but as far as I understand, those were made by a flying drone or something like that. So it flew by here. I take it you know what made the noise? Let's just keep it at whatever drone story you heard. Right. The noise got annoying after a while, I must say. Oh, I remember this now. People kept saying it was gunshots, a truck backfiring, blah blah blah. There was a whole argument about that. That's right. So it remained in the vicinity? I don't know what counts as in the vicinity, but yeah. Distant explosions all night. Interesting. So it didn't get far away. Now, give me a Mars Blast. A Mars Blast for the guy that wouldn't come back. Twice. Yeah. Well, let's give him some more rat poison. Maybe that will keep him from coming back. Oh, wait. He's already come back twice. All blended. So, let's see what this guy has to say here. There we go. Mars Blast. Here you go. Well, you didn't mess up. Sorry if I may interject. You looking for a fight? You would lose so badly, sir. Most certainly not. Oh, I sweat drop. You really think you'd stand a chance? You're like half his size. I can fight dirty. He kills people for a living. Hi, Ingram. I can fight dirty. Jill, please, you make me sound like a savage. It'd be like me saying that you get people drunk for a living. It's not wrong, but there are better ways of saying stuff like that. You're right, sorry. And like I said, I'm not looking for a fight. I just noticed you seem to like strong drinks. What about it? Well, to be honest, it's a rare sight in this bar. I'd even come to believe I'm the only one here who enjoys them, aside from the owner. May I suggest you try a suplex next time? It might be to your liking. Okay, let's try this suplex thing. Right. Let's give Ingram a suplex. Wow, that sounded weird. There we go. Suplex. For these, I believe this is that one that was, yeah, it's the twist on the pile driver. This doesn't really seem like it's that strong of a drink, considering there's only 3 alcohol content into there, but whatever. Here you go, suplex. Here. Good stuff. Like a less burning but punchier pile driver. Say, your face looks somehow familiar, Mr. Call me Jamie. And you are? I can't remember which version I have, so I'm just going to say with that. It's Ingram. Anyway, I think I saw your face somewhere. Maybe when I needed to look for a specific file at... Did you perhaps go through a nanomachine expunge? I did, actually. Figured as much. Only a handful of people do that. And almost all of them are people with nanomachine rejection that feel oddly suicidal. So why go through the whole thing? Rejection. Need to hide something? The second one. It's easier to remain undetected when they have no means to track you or your activity. I see. How does expunge work? The expunge work. You lie in a pressure chamber and they give you a special IV solution. It causes nanomachine rejection while giving you the antibodies needed to prevent them from getting back in. For 5 hours, you're trapped in a bed while a horrible pressure builds up in your body and nanomachines are forced out. That sounds horribly painful. They're like little needles all over your body. Oh god. You feel them in your eyes, in your gums, in your toes, everywhere. And after all that, they need to implant you with a mechanism that constantly releases the same antibodies. Ouch. What are you having, Jamie? This is a gut punch. Yeah, should have figured. Hey, give me one of those. Sure. Let's give him a gut punch. Again, that didn't sound right. Well, to be fair, you are giving him drinks that are basically named after hitting him in some way. Let's face it, he's going to want alcohol. So, all aged and mixed. Gut punch. Here. Yeah, I love these. It looks different from yours, though. I added a couple of extras in his, actually. So where's the antibody unit they stuck with, Jamie? Inside, like all other maintenance systems. It can be troublesome at times, but the perks of not having nanomachines in the body outweigh the cons. And the rest of the enhancements, were you reconstructed, or have you been adding them over time? Over time, either by getting a much-needed enhancement or through fixing injuries. I see. Well, it was a pleasure, Jamie, but I gotta leave. Nice meeting you, Ingram. Please come again. Don't count on it. You've said that twice. Shut up. Seemed like a nice guy. Right. I won't call him a bastard, but he's not the nicest in the bunch. Maybe you caught him on a bad day? Nah, I think you're just that good at bringing out the nicer side of people. Oddly enough, that guy tires the hell out of me. Someone's in a good mood. Give me a bad touch, will you? That way you'll be in a good mood, too. A bad touch for Alma. Okay, so 2 of these. 2 rat poison. Is it just 2? No, it's 4 alcohol. 2, 3, and 4, and it's on the rocks and mixed. Here. Jill, you have such a petty sense of humor. Guilty as charged. So what put you in a good mood? Oh yeah, that. Today my sister was supposed to be in court for all of the custody proceedings. Of course, not only does she show up later than her husband, and drunk at that, but also dressed like she got fucked in the back of a parking lot. And to top it off, she forgot to even bring her kids. Oh my god. Luckily, my parents brought them to court. The judge assigned the kids to my parents for the time being. So she really messed it up, huh? When they came back to the house and Dana started throwing a temper tantrum, she said it was lucky her husband didn't get the kids because the angst would make her jump out onto the highway. So Eva comes and says, "Then make sure it kills you because we aren't dealing with you as a cripple." I shouldn't reinforce that behavior, but I don't know, maybe it was the timing, but I've been laughing for an hour now. You hold quite an animosity for Dana, don't you? Dana. She and I used to be the closest friends when I was 7 or 8. We played all the time. We even slept on the same bed for a while. Then she turned into a teen. We stopped playing, she had other things she wanted to do. I could forgive all that, I mean, the age difference and all. But there's something in particular I still can't forgive. It was the day she invited her friends to the house and I went to ask her something. As I was leaving, one of her friends asked if I was her sister. And she said she had no little sisters. Ouch. I think that was the moment that finally broke the pedestal I held for her on. I admired her as much as a kid could admire someone, you know? Little by little, that admiration wore off until we finally reached that breaking point. I felt betrayed. And you haven't been able to forgive her after 40 years? Wait, you're over 40 years old? Hey! It's not that I still hold a grudge against her, but rather the Diana who said all those things so many years ago is the same Diana that I know today. How so? She hasn't matured one bit. She's still as selfish, childish, and immature as she was back then. When you see her, you don't see an adult, you see an overgrown, horny teen. So aside from destroying any admiration I held for her, she's made sure not to fix that impression. Huh. Enough about me. How are you? Everything's fine, aside from this note. A note? Remember how I told you I lashed out on my dead ex's sister? Yeah? I got this note from her. Let's see. No, I didn't want to bring that up. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, by the way, that was the screen that I could look back up and see anything I missed reading as I go through. Wow, she must really feel bad about the whole thing. As do I. So what's the problem then? The same fear that drove me away from her in the first place? Right. Give a Brantini, will you? There's a little story I want to tell you. Right. A Brantini. Alright. Brantini. Okay, 6 of these. 3 rat poison. Very little alcohol. All aged and mixed. Here you go. This is the thing. Let's start. Boo! Oh no. Oh, hell no. This is the story of a girl who grew disillusioned with one of her sisters. Soon it became animosity, and not long after that, she distanced herself completely from said sister. With time, the girl... I love how the fact that when she shows up, this thing goes to no signal. With time, the girl would become attached to her eldest sister, looking up to her achievements. All I can look at right now are those boobs. Not now. Said sister would even marry the girl's best friend not soon after. Really? And after the girl went into college, said sister would quit her job. The sister was worried sick about leaving her baby kid alone, prompting her to quit her high-ranking job. What if I hire your high-ranking lips? Jesus Christ, Anna. Shut up. The girl, even as an adult, felt betrayed. Her role model sister went against everything she held her in high esteem for. She was no longer a child, and yet she felt like a part of her had crumbled. Hey Joe, can I lift her sweater? Do you want to see? I bet you want to see. Alright, enough. Enough? Shit. Peace out! I know the girl is you and the sister is your eldest sister. Please get to the point. Right. The point is, if you don't face her, she will be heavily disappointed. She's trying to make amends with you. That must take courage. Lots of it. Yeah, you're right. My mouth's dry. Can I get a beer? Right, wait. Hey, beer. Man, I am going crazy, aren't I? Yeah, doesn't she not like beer? And we gave her that one beer just because it was, like, the best thing to give her for spice. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here. Thanks. So tell me, did you and this Gabby girl get along? Oh yeah. I never had brothers and sisters, but once Lenore introduced me to her as her sister-in-law, she got so excited about having a new sister that she clung to me a lot. I helped her in her studies, read books with her, played with her a lot. She was she was pretty much my sister too. I have to leave, but I'll tell you this. As both a big and little sister, if you don't grant that girl the chance of talking to you, I'll never forgive you. Yeah, yeah. Oh, there's a small New Year's party this Saturday if you're interested. Oh, sure, I'll be there. I'll be here. Remember, I won't forgive you. Yeah, yeah. She'll totally forgive you. I'll go take my break. Alright. Wow, you were here? You were quite absorbed in the conversation just now. Jamie even said goodbye to you, didn't you hear? Anyways, call me if anything comes up. Okay, that was only 16 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and go to the next part and just continue from there. Because we don't need a 15-minute episode for this. Let's just finish the whole day. It's less chilly today. Yeah, I'm just ready. Jill, a kid's looking for you. Oh, shit. Hey, oh, it's her! Hey. Ah, Norma. Phew. You're back! Oh, fuck you. You do know I'm not giving you any drinks, right? Crap, I said it out loud. Yeah, actually, I wanted to thank you. Phew, she thought it was for her. That actually worked in this case, though, Jill. I honestly thought you were talking to her, too. Thank me? Well, for starters, by not complying and giving me alcohol, everything else would have fallen apart if I had some. Aw, so responsible, Joe. I kind of faced my mom and told her all about the pressure she was putting on me. And said I wanted to figure out what I wanted to do. And, well, she didn't speak to me for 2 days. After that, she told me that it'd be a waste to spend money in a university just for me not to give it my all. So she told me to still go to the college course, but that I was free to explore. Glad to hear that. And, well, I wanted to thank you for that. Me? If I just rushed headfirst into my original plan, things would have gotten ugly. And you were right. I would be hurting her for the sake of hurting. So, thank you. Don't worry about it. I'll leave before it's too late outside. Be careful. Aw, so sweet. Shut up. Hey, Jill, mind helping me here? Sure. Make a Bleeding Jane, please. On it. A Bleeding Jane for Gil. Do I get money for this one? I actually don't know. I'm gonna check. I'm gonna pay attention to the money here because I'm making a Bleeding Jane for some reason. So this is all blended, so I have to wait for it to start shaking faster. There we go. Bleeding Jane. Yes, it does. Thanks. Hey, Joe, do you hate me? Hate is a harsh word. It's not against you directly, but rather the fact that only I can see you. Like I told you, if they wanted, they could see me. And why can I? You're the main character, don't know. Stop breaking the fourth wall. What are you? A cute girl. Right. You okay, Jill? I'm making a lot of faces there. Yeah, just remembering stuff. Could you give me a hand here and serve a beer, please? Sure. A beer for Gil now. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 1 powdered Delta, 2 of these, and 4 of these again. Wait, I've already made this. Every time I serve a beer, I keep remembering we haven't seen Mr. Donovan in a while. Which is good for my voice, but... yeah. Thanks. Would you lighten up if I showed you I can interact with the environment? Maybe it will spook me, but let's try. There! Can't see anything. You sure? Yep. But the... Hey! I saw something weird. Yay! Nobody expects a Dorothy Inquisition. Dorothy Inquisition. Dorothy Inquisition. Dorothy Inquisition. Ouch! This is my tongue. Don't bite your tongue, Dorothy. Can't believe I'm using the spare tongue so early at night. Ahem. Honey! Ah, hey, Dorothy. I'm making a quick stop for a drink. Can I get a fluffy dream? Sure. A fluffy dream for Dorothy on the go. Fluffy dream. 3 of these. 3 rat poison. Optional alcohol, all aged and mixed. She didn't say non-alcoholic, so... Thanks! Oh yeah, before you leave. What, are you guys throwing a New Year's party too? Yep. Sure, I'll be there here then. Well, I've got things to do, so... You do? Who does what? Sorry, I sneezed. Weird sneezes. Anyway, I'm out for now. Oh, yeah, Joe? Take care of Becky, please. Man, she was in a rush. Okay, fuck that noise. Fireworks are sold out everywhere. I'll need to get them through more shady means. Dana, do you actually have shady means to get fireworks? She's gonna buy them from the internet. She'll find them and put us all at risk of burning. I'll make sure there's an extra extinguisher at hand. There we go. That's what I want. Please. Well, I guess that's it for today. You sure you're fine? I am. Don't worry. Hey, Jill. Mind if I ask you a silly question? You've seen my clients. You can assume I don't mind silly questions. Silly answers can get on my nerves, though. Sorry. What did you want to ask? Do you know why they call them cat boomers? I mean, I guess their second sets of ears look like cats, but the word boomer seems so out of place. Not so much when you consider that it's not them, but their parents who were called such. Oh? Let's go a bit back first. You know why cat boomers look like that, right? Because they went through some anti-nanomachine rejection treatments while they were still a fetus, right? It's called the Yamazaki Romanova treatment. Or was it the Romaneko Yamada treatment? Let's call it the catification procedure. It was not only the first successful genetic treatment on a fetus, but also the first way to fight nanomachine rejection. Moreover, that research had a bit of a rocky story. Funding got cut in the middle of it at a critical point that could make or break the whole thing. Not to mention Zaibatsu Corp's record of not addressing nanomachine rejection at all. The rest of the research was funded by Maki Stangovich. Was it Stangovich? Let's call him Stangovich for now. He's a businessman whose unborn daughter got diagnosed with early nanomachine rejection. Stangovich funded the research, and in a desperate move, his wife offered herself and her daughter as a test subjects. Of course, the experiment was a success. The girl, Sylvia Stangovich, didn't die. She became the living testament of a scientific breakthrough. But then the story of how things played out for Sylvia got sensationalized in the media and created a weird fad. Parents made their unborn children go through the catification procedure even if they had no ailments at all. All because one particular girl whose life got saved through that treatment became a media darling for a bit. A whole generation of kids with those cat-like protrusions got born, and their parents got called cat boomers. A generation of parents obsessed with those cat-like features The fad quickly passed, but the term remained in use. Eventually, cat boomer just started being used for people with the protrusions instead of their parents. You keep calling them protrusions. Why is that? Because that's what they are. Eh? You didn't think those things on their heads were ears, right? Sure, they can be moved because they're somehow connected to the facial and ear muscles. Thus, they can move like a cat's and react in their mood. But in the end, they're just appendages with no real function. Huh. It still surprises me a bit, though, that the biggest mutation they get after the treatment is just that. Those ears are a small miracle on their own. People have been born with no ears for less intrusive procedures. You really thought they were functional ears, huh? Let's say I learned quite a bit today. Thank you. Don't worry, I feel like I should apologize for talking so much instead. And keep in mind, I'm fucking up the terms. I don't want you saying someone got protrusions because of a catification procedure. I'll keep that in mind. Wait! What? Yeah, the guy's name was Stangovich. Eh? I just remembered Sylvia Stangovich was around my age, and when I was a teen, there were some TV specials featuring her. And I just remembered that I had the biggest crush on her. Now that I think about it, that crush had me very confused back then. And did you need to shout just now? Sorry. In any case, I'm out for the day. Alright, careful out there. Okay. Total earnings, 39,000. 2,880 from drinks today. Mistakes made 0. Sweet. Commission 30%. Today's payment 624. A lot of the drinks were not very expensive. Tips 300. Flawless service bonus. And all booze and no firecrackers make Dana a dull girl. I guess you have more excuses now, Dana. Total of 17,724. I have $10,000 in the thing, so as long as she's not going to make me spend thousands on the next things she wants, we're good. Okay, Jill is thinking a lot about Kira Miki! Buying one of her posters will prevent her from getting too distracted. Have a nice day. 4. You've been talking a lot with that Alma girl. Jealous? I'm just going to assume that's going to be right here. This is a blank wall. This is one of the only blank walls. So, anyways, that's it for this episode. Thank you everyone so much for watching, and I will see you next time.